Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth. Listen, so last night, my sister sent me a text message, and in the text message, it was a picture of what's his name, Tyga. I don't know that man's name. The one, girl, the pass around. As far as I'm concerned, everybody. It sound. Let me get to the story. So Tyga, is that his name? We just gonna call him Tyga because I can never say his name right. Either it's Tyga or Tigga. Tyga. It was a picture of Tyga and Jordan Craig, and I was like, "Girl, why are you?" It was a screenshot of the article from the Jasmine brand, and I was like, "Okay." I didn't really. I was like, why is she sending me this? I was like, okay. Girl. And then, girl, like 3 hours later, I was like, hold up. So this is according to the Jasmine brand. Twitter reacts to discovering Tyga, girl, TT, was married to Jordan Craig, the mother of Tristan Thompson's first child. I don't know why it took me 3 hours. But sometimes, I act like Portia. But eventually the light bulb does come on. And so for those who don't know, Jordan Craig is Tristan Thompson's, as we call him, Tristan third trimester trash Thompson. That is his first baby's mama. Okay? That's his first baby mama. And then remember he went on to be in a relationship with Khloe Kardashian, right? And then he cheated on her, and then he had a baby cheated on her a few times. But out of one of those cheatations came a baby, right? With Marley Nichols, right? So this white girl was on, she broke the whole thing down because some of the people I didn't know were linked. When I tell you, I don't know what, it just sounds like a whole bunch of coochie juice, girl, and BBC juice just floating all around the same house. Because at this point, as far as I'm concerned, girl, it's been a coochie juice swap. Girl, it's been a penis juice swap because y'all are too linked together. So I didn't even know that TT and Jordan Craig were married. I had never heard of that until yesterday. So this is news to me. But I'm like, when could he have married her? Because, girl, were they married when they was 13? Because I thought that China and TT had been together, not like high school sweethearts, but I thought they were kind of young, like probably like early 20s, right? That's what I assumed. So basically, Tyga was with Jordan Craig. Jordan Craig gets with Tristan Thompson. Tyga gets with Black China, who then gets with Rob Kardashian, which is the brother to the Kardashians, of course. Then Tyga gets with Kylie when Kylie was what, 16? He was what, 22, a grown man, pretty much. We're going to call it what it is. He was a grown man. Tyga is now with Avril Lavigne, who they say Avril Lavigne used to date, or no, was engaged to a guy that I think is signed to Travis Barker's label. Travis Barker, is now married to Kourtney Kardashian. Girl. What is, girl, like, girl, it's giving pass around. Not just the women. It's giving pass around for the women and the men. What is y'all doing? You know how they say that when you sleep with one person, you slept with everybody who they slept with, right? At this point, it's like, girl, Rob done slept with Kylie. Girl, this is a mess. This is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Y'all is nasty. Girl, like I'm trying to figure out how is it that all of y'all are connected like that? Like how are all of y'all connected? It's too much. It's too much of the same juices flowing around in the same vicinity for me. Like it's too many. It's too much juice. Too much of the same juice floating around in the same in the same 1 mile radius. Like, girl, what's the tea? Speaking of the Kardashians, girl, listen to this. So Khloe Kardashian reportedly spending time with Tristan Thompson after his mother's passing. Source says she's acted as an amazing support system. Some of y'all ain't gonna like what I got to say about this, but I'm sorry. We're gonna have to just have a little bit of kitchen table talk. Tristan Thompson's start to the new year came with a devastating loss following the news that his mother, Andrea Thompson, had died after suffering a heart attack back in January. The Kardashians are said to have been by the NBA player's side every step of the way and even showed their respect by attending her funeral in Toronto the following week. And now it's being reported that Khloe Kardashian has continued to remain by Thompson's side despite the ups and downs their own relationship has faced in recent years. After reconciling during the pandemic, things came crashing down again. By late 2021, when it was revealed that Thompson had fathered a love child named Theo with fitness influencer Marley Nichols, the little boy was conceived while his dad was still in a relationship with a Good American co-founder, which made the situation all the more devastating for just not Khloe, but also her family, who had previously forgiven the 31-year-old for his infidelity. Yet it seems the famous clan, including Khloe, who shares two children with Tristan, is putting all the past drama to the side to be the support system for her ex, who has always shared a close bond with his mother prior to her passing. And if there's one thing about the Kardashians, they're all about family, according to Entertainment Tonight. Khloe has been spending time with Tristan and reportedly made sure that he and his brothers know they're loved and supported during this difficult time in her life. Khloe has been very cognizant of making sure Tristan and his brothers don't feel alone. And she has been doing her best to help them as they deal with their tragic loss. I want to say that I do think it's hard when you lose a loved one, if you love them. Okay. So I'm sure that it was hard for Tristan when he lost his mother unexpectedly. You know, it's hard for people when they lose people and they are expecting it, right? So when it's a death that just comes out of the blue, we've all lost people before. We know how this goes. Can I say something? I don't know how y'all do it. And I think this is where my I think this is where it starts to show that maybe I have a heart of stone because I don't see myself being disrespected as much as Khloe Kardashian was disrespected by this man. Like, this man literally sent her into an early labor with her first daughter, embarrassed her time and time and time again, was out here clearly raw dogging the girls because he has a baby. So we know that to be true. We know that Khloe and Tristan were probably still having sex from time to time, right? So not only did you send this woman into an early labor, you've now put her health at risk, right? That's if they were having sex. We don't know. I'm assuming that they were. But nonetheless, Tristan has dogged this lady out. And I understand that death can be hard, but you're going to have to find another shoulder to lean on. I got a brand new baby over here. I can't be worried about this hollering baby, my daughter and you. So unfortunately, at this time in life, I think this should be a learning lesson for all of us. Watch how you treat people, because as far as I'm concerned, Khloe should be acting like Helen, and Tristan should be Charles. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Okay? Because ain't no way. You should not be able to dog someone out and disrespect them and treat them like dirt at the bottom of your shoe. And then when are going through something, people are expected or you're expecting or they should have to be the bigger person and put aside whatever you did to them to make sure that you're okay. You better call some of your cousins. You and your brothers better have to you and your brothers gonna have to figure it out. Why you can't call Marley and tell her to come over here and check on you? Why you can't call that other lady who you was cheating with when you sent me into an early labor? Why you can't call some of your teammates? You ain't got no favorite cousins? It really is kind of like a man and a woman being in a relationship, and then the man just dogging the woman out, girl, time after time after time after time, and then the man falls ill, and then the woman is expected to take care of this man who, even though it's her husband or partner, right, has dogged her out time and time and time and time again, and she has to sit over there and bathe him and cook for him and clean. Girl, I wish I would. I wish I would. I wish I would. Tristan is a grown man. Death comes knocking at everybody's door. And he would have to figure it out on his own. I'm not that big of a person. That's probably what it is. And I don't care about anybody saying that, oh, Khloe is just trying to be nice. Girl, no. We need to get to the point where you treat people how they treat you. And this should be a life lesson for a lot of folk. Be careful of how you treat people. Because when you need them in your time of need, sweetie, I will be at happy hour. I just don't get it. I honestly don't. I don't. I think anybody who continues to let someone disrespect them and treat them like trash, and then you continue to turn around and be there for them, at some point you are a fool. Khloe ain't 21. Khloe ain't 22. Khloe is a grown woman. Like I said the other day when we talked about Khloe, when we talked about Holly Bailey, right? She over there, going this little boy embarrassing her, but it's kind of like, girl, oh, girl, that's our little sister, girl. We know how people, we know how people act when they in their 20s, girl. She 20, she not that old. I'm sure she's 21, 22. This is probably her first true love, so she don't, you know what I'm saying? But we give her a pass even though we like, girl. But it's like, girl, we know you only 22. So we get it. So we're not gonna just drag her like that. You know what I'm saying? But girl, when you 30 and 40 and you've been around this rodeo a couple of times, you gonna get a little dragging. Girl, listen to this. Say what? Monique says her wanting an open marriage days are over after her husband wanted to play too. And ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. If you can have that, I can have that too. So, neighbors, it's no secret that Monique and her husband share just about everything, whether it be necessarily or unnecessarily. At one point, the two admitted to sharing each other with other people, but according to People magazine, Monique says her open marriage days are over. Life began to happen. I began to see a strength I had never seen before. He loved me at my worst. I didn't want to sacrifice that just for a lay, so I grew out of that, she explained. Monique says people didn't understand what she meant by an open marriage. They thought it was about swinging and orgies. And then there were individuals who were vehement about God, and they were bringing God into their opinion. She said I said at the time, people lost their minds, and the criticism has never let up. Mo says it was her idea, but her husband showed her he could have his fun too. Sydney had this one thing he had to teach me, and that was reciprocity. He said, if you can have that, it's only fair I can have that too. I wanted to continue to see the gentleman that I was seeing, and I felt comfortable telling my best friend Hicks. I'm grateful he taught me. I had to play fair. Girl. I mean, listen, this is what we're gonna call a thing a thing. Monique probably felt that way. You know how men, I remember Gabrielle Union talking about this. You know how men feel as though because I'm the breadwinner, I bring in the bacon, that I pretty much can kind of do what I want to do. I feel like that's probably what Monique felt too. Monique is a breadwinner. If it wasn't for Monique, Sydney ain't got no job. Okay. Monique pays Sydney. Sydney don't pay Monique. Sydney is Monique's manager. You see what I'm saying? So I could see Monique probably feeling some type of way, like, I'm the breadwinner. We got this because of me. Yeah, you might be booking the gigs, but I'm paying for this. And then when Sydney said, okay, well, girl, since you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it too. Then Monique was like, okay, girl, let me close my legs to marry me. Oh! Let me close my legs to married men, baby. Mm-mm. Girl, Gayle King reportedly seriously considering CNN talk show with Charles Barkley amid network's alleged rating slump. So, girl, I don't know. This is a mess, girl. I don't keep up with Gayle King. I think I follow Gayle King on Instagram, but I don't keep up with her like that. And I definitely don't keep up with Charles Barkley. I've seen Charles Barkley. Charles. Yeah, we all. I'm a little country too, but Charles is country. I don't know, child. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, okay, let me just finish. Like, what does Charles Barkley have to do with CNN? I could see Gayle on CNN. I just like what did Charles Barkley come in at? Yeah. It's almost like I think they know that Charles, because I think Charles has said some problematic things before in the past. I think so. I think that once you get someone who you really kind of don't know what they gonna say, you know what I'm saying? I know that's part of the game too. Get somebody who might say something that's gonna draw the viewers in. You know. Famed television personality Gayle King is reportedly seriously considering an offer to host a talk show with former NBA player Charles Barkley. According to reports, the Jasmine brand and Radar Online, the host of CBS This Morning, has been offered a major contract by CNN's CEO Chris Lecht for her participation as a host in a show for the network. In conjunction with her proposed NBA broadcaster co-host, King and Barkley's show would be slated for a primetime spot at CNN, which has allegedly experienced the worst rating slump in decades currently. CNN is in the midst of dealing with the fallout from the scandal-ridden year in 2022, which saw the exit of both the company's former president Jeff Zucker and primetime anchor Chris Cuomo, who were both ousted in the wake of uh, misconduct allegations. That's what we're going to say. Anyways, child, girl, I could see it being entertaining though. I could see it people like all I'm gonna say is this: you don't want to start turning. Even though, girl, some people will probably say it's still a circus over there at CNN. You don't want to start turning something that's supposed to be, into like a circus, if that makes sense. I mean, girl, shout out to Charles. I ain't trying to block nobody's bag. Shout out to Charles. Get money, okay? All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.